Hey everyone, I'll be covering all of the Nintendo Switch's game announcements for the final week of March, so let's get started. Virtuos is bringing the Bioshock Collection to the Switch May 29th. Experience unforgettable worlds and stories as you journey to the cities of Rapture and Columbia in the collection that will include Bioshock 1 and 2 Remastered as well as Infinite. Each game will come with all of their previously available DLC included. Expanding upon its tactical turn-based battles to offer players a truly immersive RPG experience that adds weight to every decision as you lead your entire army against the horrid unliving nightmares, King's Bounty 2 is a new entry in the long-storied franchise. Get 3 times the mayhem and 3 times the loot in the Borderlands Legendary Collection, including the Borderlands GOTY Edition, Borderlands 2, and the Borderlands prequel, plus every single piece of DLC for each of the 3 games, with co-op and online multiplayer included. XCOM 2 Collection includes the award-winning strategy game with its 4 DLC packs, Resistance of Warrior, Anarchy's Children, Alien Hunter, and Shen's Last Gift. And just like the other 2K offerings, a partial download will be required. EA is bringing the high-octane racer Burnout Paradise Remastered to the Switch later this year, featuring breakneck racing speed, high-flying stunts, and shameless automotive destruction with all of its previously available DLC included. In a world devastated by the fallout of the last Great War, you must survive as one of the only living remnants of the world in tatters in the popular shoot and loot title Vigor, a third-person multiplayer online shooter. The Nintendo Switch console-exclusive 3D platformer Clive and Wrench is inspired by classics like Spyro and Jak and Daxter, where Clive the Rabbit explores a time-bending story through beautiful locales that require precision controls and tight jumping across platforms. Experience Vincent's bizarre love story in Catherine Full Body, an expanded release that adds a new story plot, characters, and tons of levels plus multiplayer to the original 2011 release, packed with visual improvements and new music and much more. Mary Skelter Finale is the final chapter in the series. Having finally escaped from jail, the protagonist has to contend with the forfeiting Overseer Tower floating above the sky, as well as being pursued by the Genocide Pink Executioner Squad in turn-based dungeon crawling madness. WRC9 includes extensive graphical engine reworks from its predecessor, with an all-new revamped career mode, several new racetracks, rallies, and a level of authenticity never seen before in dirt racers. Nintendo is bringing back a classic DS series to the Switch in Clubhouse Games' 51 worldwide classics, including classics like tabletop, card, puzzling, and even Uno-style games that can be played in both local versus and co-op, but as well as online multiplayer. Incorporating more of a live look at baseball, Pro Yaku Famista 2020 improves on many of new aspects like pitching, more teams, more leagues, a new single-player story mode, a more in-depth character creator, and even a party mode. The bumbling employee meets office-themed puzzler Good Job is a Nintendo-published IP by Paladin Studios, who's worked on games like Katamari Damacy and Galaga, where physics meets the wacky antics of a newly employed worker tasked with puzzle sequences to solve on their very own volition. Relive the thrills and excitement of the pod racer sequences from the movies and Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. With its fully 21 playable characters, over 20 tracks spanning 8 Star Wars worlds, and fully reworked graphics and physics. Artistic style imagining nature comes to life in Pixel Junk Eden 2, all visualized in the flow of ink running through a sheet of paper. Ingenious stages are generated in real time based on your actions. eBaseball Powerful Pro Yaku 2020 is Konami's latest entry in the series, promising several new game modes and minigames, including an extensive partnership with the Tokyo 2020 Olympics that will have its very own mode. You are invited to a select amusement park known as Drillland. Explore and conquer the 5 attractions with simple yet exciting action puzzle gameplay in Mr. Driller Drillland. The 2D action RPG The Vagrant has you playing as Vivian, which you'll experience exciting and challenging adventure-focused combat that utilizes combos and chains in over 6 massive levels. Bandai Namco is putting together another classics collection for the Switch. Namcot Collection will include Waggyang Land, Family Jockey, Pac-Man, and over a dozen more variations of arcade gems from past years. Shinsekai Into the Depths originally released on Apple Arcade late last year and is now making its way to the hardware console, with an all-new set of features like a jukebox mode and a speedrun mode challenge. Dread Nautical is a horror-themed strategy RPG where mysterious supernatural forces have overwhelmed a luxury cruiser liner. You can choose from one of 4 playable characters and set out to look for an escape. The turn-based space survival strategy game Tharsis has you taking control of humanity's first manned spaceship to Mars. 2 crew members need your guidance through food shortages, moral dilemmas, and looming disasters. Sharon the Wanderer, the Tower of Fortune, is the latest installment in the series that will take you through gorgeous pixel art locales and devious dungeons in search for loot and glory. The absurd arcade driving game full of score chasing Snaky Bus lets you boost, jump, and steer around obstacle courses of your own making, testing your serpentine skills. UMO 2 Remastered is a collection of post-game stories from the original remastered launch that are attempting to expand on the love stories and connections made in the original game. Set in a futuristic city, The Case Book of Arcady Smith is an open-world investigation game where you take control of Arcady Smith while he explores the city, searching for hidden clues and fiendish puzzles. The critically acclaimed Nintendo 64 era Shadow Man is getting a remaster for current-gen consoles. Stalk criminals from 2 worlds and explore crime scenes from across the United States. Tower Tale is a 2D story-driven action game with a heavy focus on boss battles. Unveil the mystery that lies at the tower's peak when it releases April 8th. And that's what the game announcements we'll be covering this week. The Nintendo Direct Mini was a nice surprise, and while rumored, none of the actual big reveals were spoiled. So with all that said, as per always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. See ya!